Y'all know what time it is. We back for the Mercedes reveal. Excuse me, I'm a little excited. You know what I'm saying? So listen, you want to see what happened in the early part of the video? Yes, they asked Hamilton about, where he's been. Yes, they mentioned about Russell being there. First of all, you do notice something different about the host. The most diverse, probably the only diverse hosting group that has been in any of the teams thus far. I'm not going to count anybody else out, but Mercedes made it a deal to have a diverse hosting group. You have both a black and a white woman hosting, and on top of that, women involved in the space. So I love that. Toto's not saying anything really important. All right, we're gonna get to this car review. I can kind of tell when the shit starts coming, so I hit record and we start going. They also, I like how Mercedes did not ignore the elephant in the room. They got to that whole last year bullshit. Now let's see this car. I told you I could time this shit.
Of the Mercedes AMG family here today and to share this with you all. But now it is the moment we have all been waiting for. It's time to reveal the Mercedes
Please don't disappoint me. Don't
F1
disappoint me.
W13
Elf on the shelf. Bring us a F1 beautiful car. And then the lights. Ooh, that patrol, that blue. I try to get the mood right. Kind of get like a churchy feel, like a cathedral feel is kind of what I'm getting right there, It's definitely not like dramatic. Like my energy was up here, now it's kind of like, Yeah, it's like totally like, popish or something, like a Da Vinci Code movie or something. Like, is Tom Hanks gonna come out the background with Spalding? Ooh, I like they put that thing on that turntable though. Ooh wee. And they back in the silver, of course. The silver. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of looking to see if they was gonna do that blue, that Patronus blue. I was like hoping they would do something crazy like that. Now, I'm not really feeling the fact that we're going around the car and it's all dark, but I do get it. We kind of like bringing it in still. We didn't get to see a lot of those angles, so hopefully they go back and go over that. Oh my goodness, did you see the hint? I think is either that was a laser or those wake winglets are red. If they're red, that's dope as shit.
Start again from zero.
They have some leading edge red on them. I like how they accented those. That's cool as hell. Ooh, I like that red on the rear wing like that. Everybody's on the mediums. I felt like maybe Mercedes should have like put it on the softs as like a pun, like, they should have put theirs on softs. That would have been kind of cool. Welcome George Russell to the team. Somebody who's probably going to be far better than Bottas as a teammate. Ooh, it does look good, and that they did a good job of setting the tone on that room.
Absolutely magnificent. So this must be a big moment for you both. But coming to you first, George, how does it feel to see the car in the flesh?
It feels incredible. Obviously, both Lewis and I have driven so many laps in the simulator of this. We've seen all the drawings. We've had so many meetings and presentations about it. But suddenly seeing it all come together, seeing all of the men and women who put so much hard work and grit into making this and coming together.
I wish they would have did the Mercedes pattern a little bit over to give it a little bit more bite. Ooh, look at that barge board. Ooh, look what they did right there to the wheel covers. I like that accent on the wheel covers.
You've been part of many a
I like it.
Years, Lewis, but does it feel just as exciting
that barge board looks serious.
It does. I mean, we like it just takes you back to being a kid.
Like Hamilton in the flesh, he showed up, y'all. I know for a minute, a lot of people like thought is Hamilton going to be there, but he there.
Seen this such a drastic change, right? So it's such a huge change in so many ways that it's just been really interesting seeing the designers and everyone coming together to find.
If you pay attention, there is an extreme amount of mise-en-scènes and diversity in here. Okay, even if they didn't have them wearing different shirts, You got Hamilton wearing the black shirt, Russell wearing a white shirt. You have a black and a white host. You just there's a fluent amount of diversity in there going through Mercedes. I like that. I like that that is purposely done.
Absolutely.
You know, that is with good intention too from Mercedes wanting to be a more diverse team, because the greatest driver in Formula One is black, man. So why should we not promote that?
But they also hope that it's going to bring closer racing and more overtaking. So from the driver's perspective, do you think that's what it's done?
That thing's slick.
We have no idea until we drive it. But I mean, that's something that everyone and all us drivers have always wanted, is closer wheel-to-wheel racing. That's you see more of that obviously in the lower ranks when you get down to go-karts, but as you get up and further into obviously the pinnacle of the sport, it's harder and harder to follow. So I'm
not overly excited about the scheme as I am with some of the different tweaks in the body, the wheel covers. That highlight of red on the wake winglets is nice.
Exciting times, probably like my first year, seeing a new car that I've never driven. It feels like a first again.
Well, talking about evolution and the competitive spirit, does the competitor in you make you curious to see the other car launches and see how the other teams have interpreted the rules?
Good question.
Definitely, because I mean, I've been going to the wind tunnel over time and just watching and seeing the thing evolve. And that's what's one of the most exciting things about our sport, is we have no idea what the other teams are doing. We have
that
no
is
idea
cool
once
shit.
we put this thing on track, how it's going to interact with the road, and we don't know what the others are going to bring. And there could be some surprises. There's going to be an interest. There'll probably be different steps between week 1 and week 2 of testing.
Oh,
so,
definitely.
Yeah, I guess our job is just to focus
I'm very interested about the first 4 weeks of racing in
really
Formula One.
Dial in and understand it so we can,
although I have considered not watching it.
Now, George, new season, new team, new car. So where do you even begin to start to put together your job list, and where do you set your priorities?
I think you have to go in with an open mind. And I think it's almost important not to set too many targets or too many goals, because we don't know what this is going to offer. And you can't go in with too many.
I like how they put that blue up there on that. Oh, there it is. I couldn't see it from a certain angle. Oh, it's dope as shit on that side. Either it's on one side or at certain angles you don't see it. But they did input that Mercedes emblem there on the back portion of the body. I like that.
We just have to keep an open mind and be dynamic to the situation.
I did not see that initially.
As I said before, I'm sure there's going to be so much change, so much development across the course of the year. I think that's where we really want to focus on, because we know there will be drastic improvements. We hope improvements as the season progresses, and that's where we need to make sure we're on the right side of that.
It really keeps you on your toes, doesn't it? We touched on it already, Lewis, but we know just the sheer amount of hard work that's gone in. The busiest winter ever, I'm sure. Can you just have a word from you both?
I hope she does not get into like winter as much as the one host on was that Aston Martin, like
over 2,000 people.
I'm gonna ask everybody about winter.
The craziest hours to put these things together. I mean, this huge floor that we have this year. I mean, I was just told of the amount of hours it takes to put this floor together would blow your mind. It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours. Just
that shit crazy.
Into building a floor. So incredibly proud of everyone as always. Just to see everyone so focused year on year. It's we've just done something no one's ever done, and winning an 8th world title.
Like for a moment, I thought Hamilton was going bald, and now the man got full on, hair and braids. Man, it's like the Benjamin Buttons in like, it's like Benjamin Buttons.
It's inspiring. It's empowering. I'm looking forward to getting out.
Hims, write that check. Hamilton did it naturally, but write that check for Hamilton. Hims, hit him up.
Oh, it's absolutely incredible. You really do see it, and even after I've had a long day in the simulator.
Like Russell got that kick flip, you know what I'm saying? I see he got the highlights and shit this here. He real funky with it.
Because this is their car, this is their engine, and they believe in it, and they really want to do everything they can to see it succeed, and that is just so inspiring for me as a racing driver, and that puts the pressure on us to go out there and perform, because these guys are there working day and night to deliver a beast, and
a beast.
It's truly inspiring, and it's down to us to put it on the track today, see how it feels.
I'm very excited to see how he performs this season with a more together team. Good way to put it.
Come on then, be honest. Are you like the new boy where you try and stay really late to earn the brand?
A grown man, lady.
Turn the lights out,
I can try, but I won't be because there's always.
He could be the F and G or something, but boy, he's a grown man.
Everybody's willing, nobody's forced to do it, but they are doing what is necessary to try and have that advantage and that upper edge on our competition. And as I said, that's just absolutely incredible to see. And as Lewis stated, they've won 8 titles in a row. Nobody has ever done that before. But the motivation to go out and do it again and achieve even more success is incredible. How they can maintain this level of workload and pressure. And
it'll be so cool.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, it would have been cool last season to have 8 and 8, but if they go out again, get a 9th constructors, and then Hamilton gets his 8th, that's some cool shit.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Okay, now we've heard from the drivers. Now it's time to find out more about from the people leading the teams who've created this incredible car and power unit. So please welcome Technical Director Mike Elliott.
Listen, I'm cool with all that, but I'm better off. We saw the car, the technical director, all that. That's all fine and dandy. I'm more looking into like what the car looked like. I think the car looks good. There's a lot of stuff before that. I think Mercedes had probably one of the longest launches thus far because I think this goes out like 48 minutes. So I'll watch the rest of that. But you all have kind of seen what you wanted to see. Doesn't seem like they're going to get too in-depth with the car. If they do, we all can, see that on Mercedes page. I won't steal too much of that as it is. I like the barge board on the Mercedes car seems a bit different. I do like what they did to the wing. I do the spoiler. I like all of that. The color scheme to me, it just, I'm kind of like that on Ferrari. Like, it was typical. Silver arrows, you went back silver. I thought they really had another opportunity to do something really bold, just like Ferrari could, but I understand the whole Ferrari red. But I think Mercedes had an opportunity. I know they are the silver arrows. They will always be the silver arrows. I think they had a real nice opportunity to come out nice and bold, especially new teammates, new car, new season, new regs, a bunch of bullshit still in the air. And I really would have liked to see that Petronas, that baby blue or that turquoise just like hit and then mix in a nice amount of black with a nice hint of red. I think they really could have did something that really would have stood out to us in pictures and everything else. As functionality, we're going to see that. We know Mercedes is really big on spending money for engineering and performing. Like, they're really big on going into these meetings and coming out with something that definitely works. Don't forget about the spicy engine, okay? Like, they are competitors to the umpteenth degree, and I think now they have so much fuel, so much damn resentment for the bullshit that took place, hopefully as a team and a unit, to come out this season and just tear shit up. So with that being said, I enjoyed the reveal, seeing Lewis there. The questions that lady, both women asked earlier in the reveal, you can go back and watch that for yourself. I think they were on point. I like that they went ahead and took the opportunity to ask those questions, and I think Lewis answered them very tactfully and exact. With that being said, I'm coming with some fucking heat soon. You don't want to miss the next video. I'm coming with some heat. I'm coming with some heat for some people that keep mentioning shit in the comments, and they keep putting this out in the air like the shit is really not there. So catch my next video. It's going to be coming out soon. Thank you, everybody who's been sticking around. I told y'all from the fucking get-go I was going to be here. I'm here to stay. Haters, get used to me. I done bought land. I'm building a big-ass fuck you house, all of that good stuff. So I said I wasn't going to drop as many F-bombs. I dropped that one. All right? I'm out. Just build it. Peace.